Welcome to Booze Britain. We'll be getting our hands dirty exposing the UK's binge drinking culture. And with 70% of crimes linked to alcohol abuse, we'll be out and about with South Yorkshire Police as binge drinkers take to the streets.
You said, can I have your number? I went, no. So you stop fucking finger, fuck off, you swag.
Tonight we're in Sheffield, home of the Full Monty and voted best student nightlife in Britain.
All people like students, same kind of people as you, and the prices are good.
Dirty birds!
Bitch. I like the money for money.
It's all about shagging.
It's all about shagging.
Shagging!
We'll be on a boys' night out with 5 sports students who love drinking, football, women and drinking. Slacker student Dan is the ringleader.
I'm 22. I'm still at Hallam University, still in my 4th year. I'm sort of seeing someone at the moment, but she won't be out anyway.
I'm getting filmed speaking to you now. Our aim is just to get leathered and then go out, cause mayhem, have a laugh basically.
Greg's the posse's big mouth show off.
Known Greg for last year now, played foot with him on the uni football team. Good drinker, can drink, gets quite loud after a few, as you'll find out. Likes to think he's good with the ladies, but he's not. But he's not.
Dave's the quiet one, but unlike Greg, the girls love him.
Dave's the wild card. I've known Dave for about a year, about the same time I've known Greg. Likes to think he can drink. We'll find out tonight when he's drinking with us boys.
Ben's under the thumb and has strict instructions to check in with his girlfriend every hour on the hour.
Hey! Oh, who are you on your phone to? On your bed? Ben's my flatmate. Known Ben for about 3 years. Top lad. Likes to think he can drink a lot. Can usually hold it down. He likes his strawpedos. It's his one and only talent. Just to knock a normal bottle like one of them with a bench straw over the top, and he can neck it in about 2 to 3 seconds.
No-show Matt is the butt of the group's jokes.
Oh, I didn't do that.
I've known Matt as well for 3 years. Good mate. Nicknames, no show. Matt has a tendency of I'll be there in 10 minutes and I got mugged on the way over or something. He can handle his drink and he can't. He can drink. He drinks fast. You'll notice that, but he can't drink a lot. And I've seen him push the button a few times. Pushing the button, touching the back of your tonsils, making yourself sick, getting rid of everything that's in you, and hopefully making you better.
It's 7 p.m. and to save money, our scrounging students start the night off at house-proud Dan's New York-style apartment.
We've got 7 bottles of vodka, Budvar, loads of beer. We've got about 4 bottles of wine. Red Square reloaded shots, £5, 20%. Someone might just neck it. So that's what we're drinking. We've got all that. We've got a fridge full as well. We need some mixers.
Mix it with this, we'll mix it with like...
Yeah, with more vodka.
Yeah.
It gets stitched
The
up.
boys kick off with a game of cards where the loser has to down half a pint of vodka.
Oh, cool, to be fair. You're gonna choke.
That's a massive 8 units sunk in one. Twice the daily recommended amount in 30 seconds. Welcome to extreme binge drinking. On a normal Saturday night, the South Yorkshire Police will have at least 26 officers on duty in the city centre. They cover the area in public order vans and on foot. Up ahead, PC's Wilson and Leek have spotted 2 people putting up clubbing posters.
Hi. You know you can't put these up. You know you can't put these up. I presume you didn't know because that's the way.
Right, yeah.
It's actually literally.
That wasn't particularly nice, was it? Could have said please.
We always take them down at the end of the night. We never leave them out.
You can't put them out. It's a simple answer. It's just littering, and we're plagued with it in Sheffield at the moment.
Yeah.
So if I can ask you to take them down, the ones that you've put up already.
Yeah, okay,
And
yeah.
if you want to get your company or whoever's paying you to do it to speak to us, we're welcome to explain it to them.
Right, yeah.
Fly posting can carry a fine, so this pair are lucky to get away with a telling off. It's a quiet start to the night's policing, but on an average weekend, these officers can deal with over 60 incidents. and late night over 90% are alcohol related. It's 8:30 and the boys have necked 120 units. That's 24 units each. After drinking so much so quickly, tempers begin to fray. 45% of violent incidents between friends or family happen under the influence of alcohol.
You can't right, that's it. You can't come back. You can't tell.
They're playing a complicated drinking game called Ring of Fire, and Matt thinks either Dan or Ben is bending the rules against him.
You can't tell for trades.
Finally, Matt accepts his punishment, and with Greg's support, they both down 4 fingers. They seem to have made up, but as soon as it's Matt's turn to nominate a victim, his true feelings become clear.
Fingers, it's got to be to the person who's stitched me up more than anyone else tonight.
5 fingers, who are they going to?
And that is eeny, meeny, miny, mo, it's got to be you.
5 fingers.
Benny boy!
Neck it.
Ben!
Why?
Ben!
Neck it.
No, you don't.
Neck it.
Ben!
But with Ben clearly irritated by Matt's minor victory, it's house-proud Dan's patience that is to be tested next.
Jack!
With beer spilt all over Dan's new laminated flooring, it's time for Little Miss Sensible to enter the room.
Mum, Dad, I hope you see this. I'm the one cleaning the floor. Just wash these towels as well.
Meanwhile, under the thumb, Ben checks in with the missus.
Hey! Oi, here you are on your phone till? On your bed?
Hang on.
With the night turning sour, Dan decides to move it onto the pub. But with Matt still miffed at Ben, it's not going to be easy.
Get his head! Can I get in the camera? Get his head! Get in the camera. His fat head. Ow!
Fat head.
LG. Whoa! There we go!
The boys are getting out of control. Looks like it's another job for Little Miss Sensible. Looks like Dan's in for a long night.
Raspberry Cosmo.
Yeah, I'm with her. Monkey nuts.
Monkey nuts,
yeah.
Margarita.
Sex on the beach!
Screaming orgasm one. Also.
Is that a creamy one?
It's 9 o'clock and our lads are heading for the first pub, but it looks like they've already achieved their mission of getting leathered. In total, they've drunk 187 units. That's 36 units each. 1.5 times the safe recommended weekly allowance in 2 hours.
Yeah, as you can tell, they're battered. Absolutely wasted.
Struggling.
Greg gave it the old I can drink a lot. No.
To be fair, we've always said that Matt peaks early and falls asleep. Give it half an hour, Matt's going to flake out big time.
The thing is, because he's being filmed, he's got a drink. Usually he'd stop for about an hour and he'd get his energy back, but tonight that's still
I'm not
out.
quite sure you've noticed, but Sheffield is proper cold and I'm shivering my arms. I've stood right
really cold. Nick's smuggling peanuts coming here.
So with Greg and Matt allegedly struggling, they try their luck with the local talent.
Hi girls! Well, not you. You shut
But
up!
Matt's not impressed with what's on offer.
Fat bitch. Matt.
It's student night, and with 53,000 students attending the 2 universities, the bars and clubs are doing a roaring trade as they pack out with fresh meat. Students spend over £940 million on booze each year, 3 times what they spend on books. Blokes in their late teens and early 20s drink 50% more than the population as a whole. The lads get the next round in, but it looks like Ben and Dan were right. Matt's too out of it to notice the passing talent. Time to drink up and move on. Maybe the fresh air will sort Matt out. Or maybe not. Meanwhile, trouble starts breaking out across the city. Police officers are being called to an argument between a group of girls and a pair of lads. They're both giving conflicting accounts of what happened.
Is
said, can I have your number? I went, no. He said, you fat fucking nigger, fuck off, you slag.
Well, I get racist abuse all the time, but I just don't take it from people I don't know.
So I said, oh, just because you're black, you think you're hard. Fair enough, that might have been racist. Right, so we followed her out.
Take it from him, but I don't take it from people.
We shouldn't take it from anybody.
Stop calling me a nigger and that is bang out of order.
And I just said, just leave it, it's nothing.
Starts giving abuse to all of us.
Over 70% of violent incidents are alcohol related, and the police don't want this escalating. The best thing to do is separate the warring parties.
You guys to come on with me and suck my penis, I'll regret it.
Now then, that's a bit out of order. Get on your way. Get on your way.
I'm cool.
Yeah, get on your way now then. Get on your way.
She's being out of order.
No, you're being out of order. Get on your way.
The situation seems to have calmed down, except the men are refusing to leave, so the officers decide to give them a helping hand.
I've got many mates who call me a nigger and I agree with it. I just don't appreciate girls calling me a fucking black nigger. We're still in the back of the truck, do you know what I mean? Nothing at all.
No, we're moving. We're taking you away from it. We're not locking you up.
You should have done
He'll do.
Shut up, swearing!
All parties were very drunk and we didn't really get any coherence out of anybody at all. Who's telling the truth? You arrest one and they might be the innocent party. So it's almost impossible to deal with, especially when they're in drink. There was no evidence to support either of their stories, so the girls went one way and we gave the lads a lift a few hundred yards down the road closer to their home. That was the best way of dealing with it. We can move on then.
Coming up in part 2, the police bust a lock-in.
I'm not waiting for you. You're committing offences. I'll come round and take the beer off you. Everybody out.
And will Matt make it through the night?
He's had no more to drink than anyone else, but it happens. It happens. Some people can't take it, some people can.
Welcome back to Booze Britain. Tonight we're in Sheffield, home to over 50,000 students, and we're out with 5 of them. No Show Matt, Under the Thumb Ben, Sensible Dan, Babe Magnet Dave, and Loudmouth Greg.
Bit of this, bit of that, bit of fucking that.
It's 10:30 and the boys have drunk a massive 38 units each. Time for Ben's hourly check-in with the missus.
Hello, Karen, say hello to the camera.
Don't refer to his missus again.
Karen, I'm well on the camera, say hello.
At the next bar, fueled by a cocktail of lager and spirits, it's not long till the lads are living up to their reputations. Greg's after the attention, Dave's after the women, and it looks like Matt's after his bed. On the other hand, Under the Thumb Ben could be getting himself in trouble, and little Miss Sensible Dan doesn't approve. With the bar packed full of toddy, Dan decides to take Ben out of Temptation's way. But as they finish their beers, they suddenly notice that someone's gone AWOL.
Where's Matt? Where's Matt? Don't know. I do not know. Knowing Matt, he's probably gone home. He couldn't take it. He was at the bar 1 minute and he's just wandered off. Did you see where we went? I didn't either. See, he's had no more to drink than anyone else, but it happens. Some people can't take it, some people can, so.
With Matt's nickname of No Show confirmed, the lads toast their absent friend with a round of tequila slammers. The tequila should be a cinch for such hardened drinkers, but Greg has to step in with a crash course in shot technique.
Nick it, down it, eat it. Down it, eat it.
But it looks like Ben's not been paying attention. Snorting shots is dangerous. The alcohol bypasses the liver and goes straight to the brain. The hit's far stronger, and although it makes you drunk quicker, it could lead to brain damage.
What are you doing?
Or at the very least, a nasty case of goldfish memory, as the lads demonstrate when they suddenly remember, again, that they are missing someone.
Where's Matt? Remember that? Party 151. Ben, where's Matt? Matt's gone home.
I don't know where he's gone.
Well, he's not here, is he?
Let's hope Matt can remember where he lives.
Vodka.
No,
I get sick on it when we were about 14.
All the cheap drinks, basically.
Piss.
Coke, not good for you.
I can't drink whiskey and I can't drink brandy.
Funny juice!
If Matt's called it a night, he could be trying to get home on one of Sheffield's famous trams. Driver Mark Murray regularly sees passengers who are out of it.
We've had people get on and they fell asleep. You've got to the terminus and they don't know where they are, and you're trying to get them off and they haven't got a clue where they're going, and if they don't know, how are you supposed to know where they're going? And it's all down to the fact that they've had far too much to drink, simple as. I think with binge drinking is people try to cram too much in such a little time. You get them people who probably go out at 9 o'clock and come back at 11:30 when the tram's still running, and within that 2.5 hours they've chucked as much as they can down the neck. Obviously your body's not designed for it, and it's not very good for you. And sometimes we do have people that actually be sick on the tram, which obviously with the tram moving it can roll around a lot and slide around all over the tram, but they get off and then they just leave it to someone else. It's somebody else's problem, it's someone else's job to clean it up. Majority of people, they go out and they like to have a good night out, and that's great, that's what we're here for, to take them out and fetch them back home, but they get the minority that do want to spoil it, and they do get too drunk, and they're just there for causing trouble.
It's 20 to 11 and the lads have made it to the next bar. They've had over 40 units each so far, but while the bar's still serving, they'll carry on pouring drinks down their throats. They even spice things up with some flaming sambucas. Setting fire to a shot actually burns some of the alcohol off, but when you're this wasted, it doesn't seem to matter. No one's pushed the button yet, or at least they're not admitting it.
Well, Matt's got home, he's probably pushed the button, but I think the next person's probably Dave. Dave's he's not the best of drinkers, so he's pulling the next one to go.
It looks like Greg's got it all wrong. Dave seems to be keeping it together while he moves in on the girls, and he'd have more luck if Greg would let him pull in peace. Dave is the first to admit he's a womanizer.
The raw power takes over, and you just, I hate to say it, but I don't know, you just, things happen. So we'll wait and see what happens in Gatecrasher, but as far as things have gone so far, it's been a very good night, and it's been about, don't show that, the fact just fell over, oh my god.
Oops, sorry mate. Inside, there's time for one more tequila slammer with Greg and Dave. And to round off this bar, Ben and Dan have a strawpedo race. 1.5 units to add to their tally in just 5 seconds. It's well past closing time and the police are on a routine patrol when they notice lights on when they should be off.
Oh, it's packed in here. It's full of people.
Good evening, Doug. You alright? Well, come in. Your licence seen? Are you caught red-handed? Okay.
There's no point in the landlady trying to deny what's going on as the police turf the late-night punters out. It's not a common problem, but in the past year alone in Sheffield, 4 pubs or clubs have been closed for breaching licensing regulations.
Lady, you can't drink that. Thank you. I'm not waiting for you. You're committing offences. I'll come round and take the beer off you. Everybody out.
And still they come. It looks like the whole neighbourhood stopped by for a late-night bevy.
The blinds have been pulled, but there's lights still on, and when you look through the windows, you can see there was probably 100 or so people in the full throes of drinking beer as though it was 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. I mean, they're in drink, and they're halfway through probably an enjoyable pint, but the law's the law, and once we're there, we've got to deal with it and stop them drinking. So we've cleared the bar, and I spoke to the licensee and discussed how the matter will be processed. She'll go to court and possibly have to answer questions about what went off and why she was doing it.
The lads are back on the street and back on their phones. While Ben and Dan dutifully ring their girls, Greg's got his own wake-up call to make.
Matt, where the fuck are you? We're all here, having a good laugh, but minus you. What's going on? Fucking sort your life out and get fucking pissed.
As they continue across town, Greg and Dave can't resist acting the fools, and someone's come a cropper.
Basically, he just fucking took me down. I'm bleeding.
No.
I'm bleeding from the chin. I like that.
A quick fix from the Booze Britain first aid kit, and the boys are ready to hit the final club. As the end of their shift approaches, the police are flagged down by a taxi driver who needs their help.
Where'd you find her in City? Hey, look, you're alright. Taxi driver don't know where to drop you.
The girl has fallen asleep, and with nearly 300 sexual offences in Sheffield each year, she's lucky to have stumbled upon a charitable cabbie.
Alright, how are you going to get yourself home? You're going to have to get a taxi. Have you got some money for
But with the girl in safe hands, the taxi driver's good deed is over. After talking to the girl, the officers decide 40 winks has sobered her up, and on advising her to get into the next cab, that's another night shift over.
It's just been fairly quiet, really. I think that the presence of the police on the ground is paramount to keeping crime levels and violent street crime down to a minimum, and tonight it's worked. I always hope to have a quiet night, so one, everybody can get home safely, and that includes ourselves.
You ready? You ready? There's a cheeseburger! There you go. Hang on, there's another one as well. And there you go, there's the last chicken from Tesco. Thank you.
Greg's drunk over 45 units tonight, but while he's been playing the Joker, the others have massively outdrunk him. They put away nearly 60 units each. Doctors classify 50 units a week as dangerous drinking, so if they carry on like this, the lads risk developing heart and liver problems. But this lot have got a more urgent problem, a sudden attack of the midnight munchies. Drinking alcohol reduces blood sugar levels, which makes you hungry. Chips, cheese and mayo, the holy trinity of late night drinking.
Come on, let me. Oh, I can't even have a chip.
You can't have anything. I've never eaten anything so hot in my life.
Well, that's
ever.
steaming.
My eyes are watering. My eyes are watering.
It's nearly 1 o'clock and it looks like our band of brothers might be going their separate ways.
Me and Dave are going to a game clash today, so
have fun.
Lovely to meet you.
We're going home.
We're going to
go
go
Matrix. No, we're going Matrix.
Tonight the boys have downed 44 bottles of beer, 2 bottles of vodka, 3 bottles of wine, 30 bottles of Alco-Pops, 15 shots and some delicious cheesy chips. But all good things must come to an end.
Where are we going to go? Home or clubbing?
We're going home.
Oh, we're going home.
We're going home.
We're going to go home.
We got share loads of beer. Beer up.
Yeah, we got loads of beer at home. We're going to go home, have a few beers, and just think about the night. Let's go. Let's go.
Greg and Dave didn't get into the club, and Matt finally made it home at 10 to 5, despite only living a 20-minute walk from town.
She's got a wedding dress on. That's my car. It's my car.